Hi, and welcome to Sycamore Client Manager tutorial on creating and linking clients, households, and employers. When you first start your system and you want to add in your clients, you always want to create a household and the individual clients, and then you link them together. You also can then pull in the employer. To start, you want to first create the household. So I'm going to click Create New Account. We have a record type for households, and the household is used to just show people who are related together. The account name for the household is going to be the last name, and this is up to you. It should be unique, and then generally it'll follow with the word household. You then want to include a household phone number and a household address. Click Save, and your household is created. You will then, of course, see that household if you go to your accounts and access your household view. The next step is to create the client records. Create New Account, and Wealth Client should be your default. Continue, and then you're going to fill in the information for this particular client. Fill in all the information for this particular client, link the advisor within your firm, and you should set the type to client. At this point, we want to link the household. So here is our household field. Click Lookup, and we should see the household that we just created. Click that link, click Save. Before clicking Save, you want to click Copy from Household. This will copy the phone numbers and address from the household. Click Save. Next, you want to add the record for the spouse. Create Account. This will be a Wealth Client as well. And this will be coded type as spouse. Fill in all the information for the spouse, and then link the spouse to the household as well. At this point, we want to also link the two spouses together. If we scroll down either of the client records, we will see a section for spouse. With our system, you have two options. You can link the spouse if the records are separate, or you can just type the spouse information in. That's why you see two spouse fields here. So the spouse account will allow you to link this spouse to another spouse record, or the spouse text field will allow you to just type the information in. What determines which choice you're going to pick is whether you want the spouse to have their own separate account record. This would be generally if they have their own financial information. So I'm in actually right now Stacy's record, so I'm going to come down to spouse. I'm going to double click on the spouse account because we do have a separate record for her husband, and I'm going to click the lookup, and I should see Richard within my recent list here. So I will click Richard. I will go over here and double click on copy from spouse. This will take any of Richard's information, date of birth and social security number and so on, and keep it up to date within this section. So I'm going to move up and click Save. And now I'm going to do the same for Richard's account. So I'm going to go to Richard, and scroll down to spouse, double click, look up, go to Stacy, double click on copy from spouse, turn that checkbox on, and click save. So that brought in her birthday, which was the only information that I had put in there. What this then allows you to do, if you go to the household record, so I'm going to click on this link to hyperlink to the household, I will then see household members. So if you also add in children, you can link the children to the household, grandparents. It could also hold people who aren't technically related to them, just to show that relationship. Okay. We also can link the employer. And if we scroll down one of our client records, I'm going to go to Richard. We have a spot to link the employer and also to copy the employer information. So if I don't have his employer in there, of course, I'd have to go up to account and I'd have to say create new employer. If you don't have the employer record type, you could ask your administrator to add it. The name of the employer, and of course you could put in the employer address, email, type, information about that employer. And then we would simply go back to Richard's account, go down to employer, double click on account, hit the lookup, and link the company. You also want to double click on copy from employer account and turn that checkbox on. Again, that will pull over any information that you have on the employer record, like phone number and email address. The occupation and title would be filled in directly on the client's account. This will then allow you to go to the employer record. So I'm going to come down to the employer account record, click on the hyperlink, which opens up that employer account. And on the employer account, we have a hyperlink for employees. And what that's going to do is show you everyone that works at that company. And that is how you link together households, clients, and employers. Thank you.